They kind of know more about what they want. And all the girls I had dated before Vanessa, they didn't seem to know whether they were coming or going. There's a security in their personality. When they're older, you're not going to wake up and they've changed and become a completely different person overnight.
How do you respond to the charge of younger men looking for older women as a bit of a meal ticket?
There are women who are wealthy at 45 and there are women who are not wealthy at 45, and it doesn't really matter. I don't necessarily think it's a financial thing.
Do you ever feel like a trophy boyfriend?
The older I get, the more I'll enjoy it, because, you know, 36, toy boy, I'm still going strong, keep it rolling, you know, I'll be 40 soon, toy boy, hey.
So, Julia, how does somebody come up with the idea of a toy boy website?
Well, someone comes up with it when they're not happy with what's on offer in the mainstream dating sites.
Isn't it sexist in a way?
I don't think so. First of all, I want to say that the word toy boy has changed in its meaning from probably about 5 years ago, which is when it meant a maintained younger man. These days it just means a younger boyfriend. The feedback I'm getting from the site is that a lot of men in their 20s and 30s want the confidence of a woman who's older, because women of their age, often, say in their 20s, often really don't know what they're doing, a bit lost, a bit neurotic, and they like to be with women who know what they want.
That's a real damning indictment of younger women, that they're neurotic and a bit lost. They can't all be.
No, I don't think they all can be, but I think a woman, once she gets to about 30, 35, really knows who she is.
I mean, what's going to happen to all these poor old men?
I don't know, but it's not really my problem.
So, older women want to date younger men, but are we all obsessed with what we can get out of a relationship rather than what we can give? My only concern is that today's toy boy is tomorrow's granddad, and when that happens, what then will the sugar mummy do?
Oh, well, let's just ask Sarah, shall we? You dropped a bombshell earlier on. Go on, tell us your little story. Well, I'm...
Right, can you get to that? Can you make your mum's boyfriend's mum's boyfriend?
And then he announced it at our wedding reception.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Call a doctor, quick. Is there any evidence, Lucy, this is actually, there's more of this going on, or did you just make it up?
No, I didn't just make it up.
Checking.
It's a trend, Adrian. In the mid-1970s, only 15% of older women married younger men. By 2001, that was 26%. And because there's been such a proliferation of all these websites where older women can meet younger men, it seems like it is a growing trend. And everyone seems to know someone who is dating a younger man now.
Well, they live longer. It makes sense.
Yeah, and also, of course, women aren't staying in marriages as long as they used to do before. There's a lot more younger women in their 40s. Well, I think it's young because I'm in my 40s.
Absolutely.
And you know, sometimes you just fancy a bit of fun, love. You just don't want to marry.
Do you think the sugar daddy thing is much more acceptable?
Well, it has been for years,
isn't it, really?
You know, that everybody wants security and someone to take care
of.
Well,
you say it's acceptable. Sugar daddies get a lot of stick. They look a bit ridiculous, don't they, walking down the road?
Yeah, but you've become used to the ridiculous nature of it, haven't you? It's a new term.
It's only really recently that people have ridiculed it, though. It was accepted for years and years and years. And now this reverse is causing the same sort of shockwaves.
So when you had this young fella of yours and you walk along the street with him in short trousers, picking his nose and eating worms and stuff, how did that go down? I mean,
well, it was...
he wasn't that young, obviously.
No, he wasn't. Well, he was 13 years younger than me, you know, and it was a great time, I can tell you. It was absolutely... I'd recommend it fully. As I said, it wasn't a long-term thing. I wasn't going to marry him, but it was a lot of fun.
And did you know that, though, at the beginning, Jane? You know, this is the man I'm not going to marry. I'm just going to enjoy his company.
You know, I think that's where we're not looking for the next husband all the time. Sometimes women are looking for a bit of fun. I know I was, and I certainly got it.
And you feel the better for it?
I do, love, yeah.
No harm in that at all. Can I just say, this is so lovely having all the girls for a change.
Can I just say, this is the one show, not loose women. Do not adjust yourself.
We love it. Anyway.
Press on, quickly.
Michael Douglas, the one-show hairdresser.
Yes, we have such a thing.
He prides himself on sorting out barnets across the land for us. He will pitch up almost anywhere with his scissors and do his best to save people from their own hairstyle.
He hasn't started on me yet, actually, but tonight he joins Redcoats and Holidaymakers in Butlins in Skegness.
So here we are at the resort that started it all for British holidaymaking, Butlins in Skegness. Now, it opened in 1936 and was an immediate success, and as you can see, it's still going strong. And who's done your hair today? I mean, this is just it, is it? You woke up and it looks like this. incredible.
I had it bright red, and then I tried to make it blonde and put some bleach on it.
And it went pink. You know, it'd be very difficult to try and do this if you wanted to. So this is Nicola. As you can see, she's wearing a lovely red coat.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice indeed. And blonde hair. I really think we should chop some of it off, don't you?
Yes! I haven't changed my style for ages.
So you're in need of a change?
I am, definitely.
There you go, thank
Ooh.
you.
Holding my red coat.
Higher or lower?
Lower! Lower!
Put your little fingers in there. And if you just cut... Yeah, cut there.
As you can see, I've got poorly ankles. So.
Yeah, someone told me you were wrestling.
I wasn't actually wrestling, but I was cheerleading, and I'd fall down the stairs. And then I also had to go to hospital and sit in the waiting room in my cheerleading outfit.
Really? I bet the old doctors thought.
You want some eggs?
Can we have the red coat back, please? OK, take a look.
Oh, I do actually like it.
Oh.
Lovely job.
I'm making a little programme for the BBC called The Street Barber.
Oh, a barber?
Yeah. Oh. There you go. You could be a footballer from 1981. Now, would you like me, you know, a brilliant, talented hairdresser, to cut your hair for you today? No. And if you could have any hairstyle in the world, what would it be?
What I've got.
Really?
Yeah.
That is the one for you?
Yeah.
Great, so this is Haifa. Ta-da. And what you might not have seen, ladies and gents, is all this lovely hair back here. Whoa. Is there anything that's inspired you to get your hair cut off?
Yeah, being mistaken as a woman all the time.
Yes, and do you know, that happens to me. And it still happens to me this day. People call me darling and lady and stuff like that. It's a nightmare. But you're a big lad.
Right.
I wouldn't call you a girl. We're nearly the same height. You're sat down. It's horrifically embarrassing.
Oh, dear God.
And was there any particular kind of a rigorous training they put you through to be a security guard?
You have a 2-day induction.
What does that consist of? Military weapons, knives, guns, nunchucks. 3, 2, 1, take a look. How's that look?
That's great. That's not what I was expecting at all, but that's
really?
Really good, yeah.
Oh, well, good. So this is Sam. As you can see, lovely long hair, but Sam is approaching 40. And she said she'd like to look a little bit younger. The fastest way to a younger-looking face is shorter hair. When did you last have short hair, then?
I can't remember ever having short hair.
Is your husband happy about it?
Yes, I trust you.
He's going to get a, you know, a younger version of you. How many kids you got?
I've got 2.
And how old are they?
One's 12 and one's 13.
God, another 3 years, you'll be able to get short of them, really, won't you?
Don't go into detail. There's a far.
I know how far to go. And
Your eyes, you can hear Shirley Bassey or somebody singing here. Amazing big voice.
Baby, it's holding my soul together.
it is quite frightening, but you look at a picture of yourself 10 years ago and it's not, you know, you'll think, what am I doing there? Surely.
Yeah.
Will you not?
Well, look at my picture of myself, 6 months ago, I probably feel the same way. I was about 4 stone heavier 10 years ago.
Well,
so
you
yes,
see, that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. But it's great watching it back, actually. I mean, a lot of people have said, you must be mad doing this Return of the Cruise. But hey, I have to be very gracious towards it because, obviously, that made me who I am today. And I'm very grateful to everybody who's kept me here.
Yeah. Buy a record, won't you? It's on her own label. She said she's going to be living in a caravan this time next year.
You see me in Blackpool as well on the 1st of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sleeping rough or anything. You'll get a hotel there.
No,
won't
hey, you never
on the
know,
beach.
though. It depends how the night goes.
It's Beach Watch Week on